I'd write that down. Sarah said she sees the broadcast but doesn't hear us. I asked her if she could hear the gym noise. Make for your event over there that says JV game, running late, or running long or something, and put that up. Because people might be looking at this going, what's going on?
Well, good evening once again, everyone, and welcome to Cameron High School Gymnasium for Cameron High School girls basketball as they welcome in the Fall Creek Crickets. Both of these clubs, it's their first game, 25-26 season. Both of them coming off a really good year. My name is Jay Cornell. This is the We Are Network. I'm here with Dave Kuffel. Dave's going to be taking over the play-by-play here on the We Are Network. Tonight I'm just here to help him get started and kind of show him the ropes and hand over the reins here. But we're going to hear from our sponsors. We're going to come back, talk with Dave about these two very fine girls basketball teams. We'll hear the anthem. We'll get the starting lineups and get the tip here on the We Are Network. Come back and all right, once again, welcome back to Cameron High School Gymnasium, girls high school basketball, Fall Creek Crickets, and the home team, the Cameron Comets. Once again, both of these squads really coming off good seasons from last year. Comets finished the season 23-4. They lost that heartbreaker in the sectional semifinal over at Barron versus Chippewa Falls McDonald, 62-61. Fall Creek, on the other hand, in the regional final, went down to a really tough Durand, Arkansas team, 42-33. Once again, we thought for sure, Dave, that these two teams are going to meet in the state playoffs last year, but wasn't meant to be. Hopefully this year, the Comets will make it through, and I'd like to see these Fall Creek Crickets squeak through and we get a rematch. This has been kind of a tradition now, last few years. First game of the season, these two teams match up. Last year down at Fall Creek, and this year, of course, here at Cameron. But notable losses from last year in terms of player and personnel. You could talk about this a little bit. Who did the Comets lose?
Well, Cameron faced some huge losses. Their top three rebounders are out this year. They graduated. Their second leading scorer, and of course their assist leader and their steals leader is gone. So Lexi Kuffel is going to be tough to replace, but Cameron's got an outstanding freshman going to be starting tonight for us. And if anybody can fill those shoes, I think the Comets are looking to her to pick up some pretty big ground out there on the court that Lexi covered. And she's fast, and she can handle the ball. And for a freshman, I'm super excited tonight to see what she's going to bring.
And that's one Aggie Schmidt, and of course her sister also in the starting lineup. So the Schmidt family well represented here. You mentioned Lexi. She went on to Mankato State, run track and field. Olivia Lecision also lost on the defensive end, especially in the middle. She is down at Iowa. Cora Rumsauce, also a big rebounder. And Maddie Sievert, also on to bigger and better things. Maddie, the kind of a spark plug, water bug type player. Her sister's still on the squad, might see the floor at varsity this year. We'll see. As you mentioned, top 3 rebounders, Kuffel, Lecision, and Rumsauce. And you also mentioned the steals. 548 steals last year for the Comets compared to their opponents, 122.
Wow.
So, always had their hand in the meat grinder, always tenacious on D. I don't see that part changing. A lot of team speed still. Kuffel, most notably, the way she was always in somebody's grill. I don't think you're going to find that, but the team speed will be there.
Well, Bridget Moans came out off the bench, was her 3rd leading scorer last year, coming off the bench actually. She got a lot of good minutes on varsity, and she is fast, and her defense was tenacious, as was Maddie Sievert. And the other one coming off the bench last year was Anna Baraboo. She's starting this year. So I look at the 3 of those that came off the bench last year would have been starting on most of the teams in the Heart of the North last year.
So Chloe Wanek in her 3rd year here, 2014 or 15 graduate, I can't remember, here at Cameron High School. Went on to play at Wolford and had a terrific Division I career.
We're really blessed to have her back here in Cameron. She connects well with the kids, and obviously her basketball knowledge is second to none.
Jason Martsky, the head coach for the Crickets then, I asked him how many years he's been doing this, and he had to round it off. He said somewhere around 20, so it's been a while. His daughter's in the starting lineup. They are only returning a couple of girls from that squad from last year, so they're pretty young. Only a couple of seniors on their roster, as well as the Comets. So we are going to hear the anthem now, and I'm going to find my paperwork and make sure I get the names right. That's Brooklyn Jacobson and Autumn Rangholt. Juniors are going to sing the anthem. So we'll hear the anthem, we'll get the starting lineups, and we'll be underway here. First game of the season should be a good one.
Looking forward to it.
Between the visiting Fall Creek Crickets and Cameron Comets. The WIAA, Fall Creek High School and Cameron High School have a long-standing reputation of quality sports competition and outstanding athletes. In order to retain that reputation and make this a positive educational experience, we ask that athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and fans conduct themselves in a sportsmanlike manner. At this time, to honor America and those defending our freedom, please stand, remove your hats, and listen as Brooklyn Jenkinson and Autumn Run sing our national anthem.
Whose
Wow. I'm not one to judge singing, but I'll tell you what, when I get goosebumps, I know they're good.
She's been impressive for a while. She does
Autumn,
a lot of our sporting events, and I'd love to hear her sing.
Autumn and Brooklyn both did a terrific job there, juniors here at Cameron High School. And the starting lineups then for the Fall Creek Crickets. Cameron Dahlberg, one of the juniors on the only junior in the starting lineup. Stirs, one of the returners as a freshman, had a good year. Number 10, number 14 is Kurtz. Martsky, the coach's daughter, I presume, and the big girl in the middle, Joanna Grosinger. And as I mentioned, Jason Martsky in his 20th year as the head coach of the Crickets. And now for the Comets.
Comets starting a freshman tonight. Number 2, Aggie Schmidt. Number 11, we have Inez Schmidt, returning starter from last year. Number 13, we got Bailey Olson, leading scorer from last year, and another junior. Number 24, we have Anna Baraboo, a senior this year. And coming off the bench last year, a force to be reckoned with on defense for sure, Bridget Moen. She's a junior this year.
Very early on, but I'm going to guess right now and go on the record that Baraboo is going to be a catalyst on this team.
Well, I think she's definitely going to dominate the rebounds. She got a lot last year with limited playing time.
She's got a tenacious, competitive attitude.
She does. Also a very decorated power lifter, which definitely does not hurt in any sport. And you'll see that strength out here. You're not going to move her underneath the basket.
And a good track athlete as well. All these girls, good track runners.
What I'm really happy to see tonight is I look around the audience, the 3 starters from last year are here up in the stands. Great to see them coming back for the first game to support the Comets tonight.
All right, we're underway. Comets get the tip, go down, and fouled right off the bat is Moens. Nope, jump ball. So you can see right off the bat how quick this Comets team is going to be. Jump ball, arrow goes to the Crickets, and here we go. That's Stirs across the timeline with it, hassled out there by the freshman Schmidt. They go around the horn trying to get something inside right off the bat, but as we mentioned, Baraboo closing it up. Olson down low. Little size mismatch, but the quick hands of Olson, almost a steal, underneath, up, and no good. Is that Grosinger? It is. Joanna Grosinger with the initial points here, 2-0. Shot goes up, Schmidt, no good. No, that was Baraboo. And here come the Fall Creek Crickets.
I like the looks of the defense that the Comets have this year. They're quick. I was kind of concerned they might not be as fast, but they are.
Yeah, that should be a turnover right there. Didn't touch the ball, didn't touch the player, but hassled her enough that she lost the handlebar, and here we go. First of many turnovers these Comets are going to cause.
Well, something else that could be a factor as this game goes on, 4 of our starters were on the state cross-country team this year for Cameron.
There you go.
Finished 8th in the state. Tremendous cross-country program, and like I said, 4 of these starters were a key part of that.
Schmidt in, up, no good. Rebound, Baraboo, some skin, but nothing, and here we go. Thought we were going to have fast break opportunity for the Crickets, but they hold it up. Near steal by Moens. And there's another hand in the cookie jar. Here comes Schmidt up, and her first points as a high school freshman. That was Aggie Schmidt. Inez now hassling in the backfield. They're trying to get a press going here and a trap. Ball up ahead. Crickets do a nice job. Grosinger up and in.
Very nice.
So Grosinger with the first 4 points for the the Crickets, and a height mismatch down low.
It is. They did move the ball very well coming down the court. That's always good to see.
And there's going to be our
like that.
first foul of the game. That's going to be on the Crickets, number 10. Stirs. Unfortunately, I can't say much about last year's stats on the Crickets because they didn't enter anything into WIS Sports. And so I had a whole bunch of goose eggs when I brought their name up. Down low, Baraboo, a little bit of footwork, up with the left hand, no good. Scrum for it. Here come the Crickets. Stirs again, the ball handler. Gets it over to Kurtz. Down low, nice pass inside, back out. They do move the ball well. Only a couple of returning starters, but right now they look like they're handling themselves as they turn it over. Schmidt again from the top is going to get another easy bucket. Aggie Schmidt, you mentioned she might make herself heard right off the bat, and she has.
Very quick and is really tracking the ball well.
Martsky up top. She's got the ball. She's going to get it down low. Back to Martsky. Fakes it. Gets her girl up in the air. Floater, no good. Tosses around. Schmidt with it. Aggie Schmidt, Inez Schmidt, number 2 and number 11, as a deep three. In the center of the cylinder is Olsen. And that's what she's going to do. Not afraid to shoot from downtown. Bailey Olsen with her first of many threes on the season. 37% from downtown last year was Bailey, as they have a jump ball. And that's going to go to the Comets.
Yeah, they're going to learn you can't give Bailey Olsen a wide open three. More times than not, I think she's going to hit that.
Neither team has subbed in yet. Should mention Peyton Teves, a nice spin move inside, no good from Olsen. Rebound comes down. Peyton Teves assisting her friend Chloe Wanick. If those two stick together, we're going to have good. Oh, that's a double dribble or a travel, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I think she looked to pass. Who she was intending it to wasn't looking, and she tried to bring it back down, but it was a little too late.
Yep. So Fall Creek's ball, 14:07 and counting down here first half, 7-4 Comets. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Schmidt. So they're picking up right where they left off, I should say, these Comets, with tenacious D, quick hands. You can tell that they are coaching that. You got to be careful on the reach, though, because you're going to leave your player wide open to the lane, and that's what happened to Inez Schmidt. Who made that one, Dave?
Number 14.
That was Kurtz. Lauren Kurtz made that one, the senior, one of the two seniors in the starting lineup. Check that. She's the only senior in the starting lineup, as that one goes up and good and is good for the Comets. Was that looked down for a second and went in? Was that Bridget?
Actually, Anna Baraboo got the rebound, went right back up with it, and got it.
All
to
right.
roll.
Nifty right hand there from the Crickets, number 2, Dahlberg. 8-9 now. The guests are within one as they got the ball again on a turnover. Crickets have it now. Top of the key is Kurtz. Gets it over to Stirs. Stirs now. That's going to be downtown. Kurtz, she's bumped. No foul. We play on. Schmidt's going to go all the way to the hoop. Force her way in. Yeah, both benches didn't like that one. One said offensive, the other said defensive, but the officials say nothing, and it's 11-8 now, Comets.
It was a beautiful drive. She took it to the basket. She did that a lot last year. I hope she continues that kind of play.
Looks a little bit more aggressive this year on offense, Inez. It's early, but up the nice with a floater is Grosinger. And she's got the majority of their points.
She's got their first. She got 6.
6 of their 10.
Their leading score.
11-10 now. 12 and change here in the first half. Cameron Comets basketball. Glad to have you with us here. Nice pass inside. Can't get the handle on it as Baraboo gets it back out to Schmidt. She's going to test the waters. Up, layup, fouled, and good. Aggie Schmidt not afraid to go to the hoop. Basket's going to count. She's going to go to the stripe.
That's an impressive move for a freshman at the varsity level.
It is, and I can tell you her statistics from the stripe here in just a second because these are her first high school free throws. Aggie Schmidt, the freshman. Good rotation, going to be short. And out of bounds. The officials say it's going to...
It looked like Cameron had their first sub of the game. Bridget Mones came out, and Quinn Grassman, another freshman.
Number 13?
Bench. Number 20.
Number 20. Quinn Grassman, yeah, freshman. Very good, David. Good catch. I didn't see the switch. As the Crickets have it now. Deep three. Little long. And it looked like it was off of Schmidt. And it was. Going to stay on this side with the Crickets. Should mention that was Woody Keeble that made that call. Our officials, Woody, Jason Zappa, and Joe Dennis. Veteran crew. Little floater in the lane there from Sturs. And she's going to go to the stripe for two. Once again, I mentioned I don't have any statistics on last year's Crickets. As that one's no good.
Foul there was on Aggie Schmidt trying to reach in there and stop that shot. But that's her first.
Yeah, only 2 fouls on the Crickets, 1 on the home team Comets right now. Second one is no good. Baraboo with the rebound, gets it ahead. No, it's picked off. Nice pass, up and in. That was good basketball, Dave. As Grosinger gets another 2. 8 points now for her already.
The Crickets are pushing the ball down the court very well. They got some excellent passing.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is early on, but watching Aggie Schmidt, that little head fake, pump, get the ball, get around her defender, get the ball inside. Baraboo couldn't handle the pass, but man, oh man, she has got a long, bright future, barring any unforeseen things down the road. All right, Olsen's going to pass it in now.
Moen's back in the game, Baraboo out. And boy, when you look at that crew on top, that's some speed out there.
Sturs comes out. And that is Kendall Haynes in for the Crickets. Nice pass inside again. Picked off. I think they're going to have to get ready for those passes because Aggie is going to dribble penetrate. And she's got another steal, and then she's going to be fouled. Aggie Schmidt, the MVP early on here.
She's been all over, and I think she frustrated the defense here a little bit with that steal.
13-12, home team's up by 1. They've got the ball, 10:45 to go first half. As the aforementioned Peyton Sievert makes her way to the end of the bench. She might be coming in here. Bridget up for 2 and is fouled. Little head fake, got around her person and got fouled on the interior. She's going to the stripe.
I think you called it right earlier. Last year she was taking it to the basket a little bit, and this year she's taking it to the basket a lot, and that's good to see. They need that.
Bridget up, off the back iron, no good. Second one for Bridget, finds some iron, but finds the nylon. 14-12, 10:25 to go first half. Cameron High School Gymnasium, as we're going to have a travel. Another turnover forced by the defense of the Cameron Comets. And we knew they were going to be tough.
I think Fall Creek has got the best of them the last couple years, but definitely starting out well this year, the Comets are.
The coach for the Crickets about came unglued because he was right on that one. That was a double dribble that was missed. Aggie Schmidt double dribbled, but then she threw the ball away, so no harm, no foul. Speaking of that, who was that one on?
Bailey Olson kind of tried to reach in there and caught the arm.
So it's going to be Crickets ball. Pass comes out, top of the key now. That was Martsky, the coach's daughter. She loses it. Now there's a scrum. Oh, and that's a foul, no call. And a foul on the other side, and that's going to be Inez Schmidt going to the stripe. Coach Martsky is pleading his case. And honestly, he's got a pretty good one.
It did look like a little bit of a wrestling match out there briefly, but the ball came out and Cameron took advantage of it.
So Schmidt, the Schmidt sisters, creating havoc on the defensive end and on the offensive end. That's a nice looking free throw. It's the best one we've seen so far. Rotation, perfect, center of the cylinder. 17-12, 9:50 to go. The Comets have the lead. The Crickets have the ball. And a lot of hand checking. And that's going to be a foul. Bridget Moans with a little bit too much contact.
Yeah, I think she actually had the strip, but followed through with the other hand, and that's what got her on that one.
And what I like about girls basketball, and I'm probably going to hear about this one if I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway, they don't flop. The boys will flop. And the more we see it in the big leagues, the more we're seeing it trickle down.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm having a hard time actually watching the NBA.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I don't think these girls are watching that often, so we're not seeing that.
No, if they get hit, they go down because of the physics of it, not because of the show, the drama. All right, here we go. Sievert in now. We mentioned her sister Maddie was a water bug, and now Peyton is all over number 14. Forces a turnover momentarily. No. And it is going to stay with the Comets. Wow. Peyton Sievert. All right, our first time out. We can take a breath, David. 17-12 Comets. 9:20 to go, first half. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the We Are Network. All right, back here, Cameron High School Gymnasium, We Are Network, Jay Cornell and Dave Kuffel. I mentioned Dave's going to be taking over the play-by-play here for the girls' home games, Cameron Comets. Deep three, right in the middle for Bridget Moans. And that's going to open it up, 20-12, 9:06 to go, first half. Another near turnover, no. As Olsen comes back in, Schmidt's going to get a breather, the older of the two Schmidt sisters. So Sievert, Olsen, Aggie Schmidt, Baraboo, and Moans on the floor now for the Comets. Bridget Moans, top of the key. Sievert's hand checking. They're going to let it go.
I got to be honest, I wasn't sure that Peyton could fill the shoes of her sister, Maddie, because Maddie was an incredible defender, but I'm telling you, she comes out, and if I didn't know better, I'd say Maddie was back on the floor.
Well, she's been on her belly twice already on defense. So, yeah, she
Honestly,
is.
I love it.
I do too.
Maddie was just a tremendous defensive player, and if Peyton can live up to that, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, if you measure heart, she's got a lot of it. And that's going to be a reach in. Aggie Schmidt, is that her second, Dave? It is.
It is her second, and I guess that might be one thing she might have to learn to play with is when you start racking up those fouls, either you're going to be on the bench or you're going to have to back off just a little bit.
Well, the thing is, the style of defense that all these girls play, foul trouble is going to be part of the gig. As a nice steal and pass up, no good. They're letting them play on as the ball comes down, and we're going to have a jump ball, I believe. Sievert, of course, and the much taller Fall Creek girl, but it's going to be cricket ball. 20-12, 8:26 to go first half. Cameron has the lead. Crickets have the ball as Stirs dribbles across the timeline. She's hassled out there. Dribbles all the way to the base. Leaves an open look for Grosinger, and she hits it. It doesn't look like the moment is too big for Grosinger.
Nope, she's got 10 already.
Sievert takes a deep three, no good. A lot of confidence in the Peyton shot there, and it was almost down. And we're going to have a foul. And it's going to be 1-1 situation as the Crickets are over the limit. Seventh team foul.
Called that on Schroeder. She came off the bench here in the game.
Tessa Schroeder, number 50, gets the foul as Stirs gets the rebound. Becca Stirs, she was a key player on that team last year, that good Crickets team, as she goes up. Nice spin, no good. Up ahead now, Schmidt. Inez Schmidt on the floor, her sister taking a breather after 2 fouls. Olsen fights for it, has it. Open look, takes it. In and out. Rebound comes down, Baraboo kicks it out. Schmidt's going to dribble in, and there's going to be a foul. Thought Schmidt was going to square up and take that one.
I did, and it wouldn't have been a bad shot if she would have.
No, just inside the arc. And it's going to be 1-1 again, 8th team foul. 5 team fouls on the Comets. Crickets crowd sitting on their hands. They're not getting chippy. Sometimes you get 3, 4, 5 foul differential. The team feels like the crowd feels like they got to get evened up here. All right, that one's in. Inez hits it. 22-14, 7:30 to go. First half, Comets have the lead. Crickets have the ball. They're going to meet them at half court with their defense, the Comets. Moans hassles the ball handler. And now it's Seifert. My goodness, is she quick on her feet? That's got to be a foul, 33. Yeah, I think we're going to hear that more than once this year.
I have a feeling, definitely with the aggressive play, she's going to be chalking some up.
33 with the push. All right, from the stripe. First one is no good. 2 shots. That's Kurtz, Lauren Kurtz, as Grosinger comes out. And I think
like
that
Kurtz has 2 on the night, looking for number 3 here.
good rotation right in the middle. 22-15, 7:14 to go, first half. Moans has it. Nice pass inside, triple teamed, fight, and a jump ball. Yeah, that was a tough spot to throw that one.
Olsen came down literally in the middle of 4 Crickets. And nothing good was going to come of that.
All right, Olsen to inbound. Schmidt, Sievert, bounce pass over. Baraboo's going to square up. Somebody got a piece of that one. Schrader did. Sievert now, there's that confidence in the stroke. Gets her own rebound Nice, no, tough pass inside. Baraboo has it, didn't use the glass. And we're going to have another jump ball. This time it's going to be Fall Creek's ball. Yeah, Baraboo had, I think she was expecting some defense and it didn't come.
I think she was, but again, she had her hands on the ball, and sure enough, she came out with the ball again. She's a tough one to wrestle that ball away from down there.
Yeah, all these Comets really tenacious on defense as Schmidt comes up with it. Nice
off.
pass ahead, no good, and a foul as Baraboo goes up with a rebound. Definitely out hustling the Crickets on full court basketball are the Comets. 22-15, 6:30 to go, first half. Baraboo off the back iron, but gets the bounce. Grosinger coming back in for the Crickets. Sievert out for the Comets as Schmidt checks back in. And Kurz is going to have a seat. Second one is right in the middle for Baraboo, 24-15. Grosinger out on the perimeter. She drops down now baseline as Kurz dribbles in. Ball is tipped again, and Kurz comes up with it. Up and good. That's Stirs, excuse me. Becca Stirs, number 10, the senior. Schmidt's going to do what she's been doing, dribble in and get fouled. Inez Schmidt goes to the paint. She's not afraid.
No, definitely not, but I do have to give Stirs credit. She really stuck with the ball when it got bumped loose from her on the other end and was able to pick it up and bring up that underhanded layup. That was nice.
Yeah, that's that senior experience as Schmidt hits it.
Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but I believe Schmidt is 4 for 4 from the line.
Avery Ludescher just checked in for the, I hope I'm saying that name right, Ludescher, for the Crickets, and 100% for Inez. Is that her fourth or fifth?
Fifth from the line. Very impressive.
Stirs dribbles down, loses the ball temporarily, out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Crickets. So, for an early game here, a lot of action. A lot of people in the crowd. I was expecting a fairly light crowd because of that weather, David. Man, is it nasty.
Well, I got to say I was very pleased for tonight's attendance. When I seen it was 40 degrees and rain, I was hoping we're going to get this in and everybody's going to get home safe tonight.
Yeah, rain turning to snow somewhere around midnight, they say. I'll be tucked in. I hope you are too, as Grosinger has it. Up. The crowd wanted a foul. Grosinger wanted a foul. Reach in. No good. And the Comets finally come up with it. Schmidt's going to go in and foul. So Fall Creek giving the Comets a little taste of their own medicine with the tenacious D and the hands in the cookie jar, but it didn't work out for them. Schmidt's going to get a chance for her sixth straight. A little more iron this time, but it counts.
Yep, nice right down the middle.
Well, it had to end, Dave. 27-17, 5:15 and ticking down here, first half. Comets have a 10-point lead. Crickets have the ball. That's Dahlberg, top of the key, hassled, and it's going to be a reach-in foul.
It looks like that's Olsen's second. Going to want to be careful not to pick that third up in these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, you got a 10-point lead. And you're 35 feet from the hoop. Probably don't need to.
Yep, don't need to reach in on that one.
All right, who do you have at the stripe here? Up and good for Dahlberg, the junior, number 2. Nice-looking player. Second one is off the back iron, no good. Schmidt high for the rebound. Here she comes, Inez. Inez is going to go to the hole. Nope, passes it off. Moans hits it. Bridget Moans from deep. 30-18.
Another nice looking three from the same spot.
And another timeout. Who called this one, Dave? Fall Creek. So we will hear from our sponsors. Yeah, the coach called a full timeout. We'll hear from Northwood Tech and this one from Air Force.
Everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, give me up with my homies, and we do it all again.
All right, and the officials give the warning to the teams that the timeout is over. Again, this is the We Are Network, Cameron High School Gymnasium. Jay Cornell, Dave Kuffel, 30-18. The Comets starting to build a sizable lead here and getting comfortable. 4:53 to go first half. Glad you could join us. Dave, I see a comment. Dave is doing a great job with the play-by-play. I get no love, brother. I get no love.
Well, you know, the fan base just must be a little bit bigger right now, but that's okay.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll give props. Jay does a great job with Cameron boys basketball, and it's great to have him here tonight. Kind of for this takeoff game. I might have to have him back for the second game just to be sure we got everything right.
Oh, I don't know about that. I was thinking I'm going to hand off play-by-play to you second half. You're getting credit anyway. All right. Schmidt, no good this time. She's been all over that stripe tonight. As I think Olsen's going to get called. No. Grosinger this time. Everybody in green in the gym disagrees. I honestly thought it was on Olsen. But
well, I lost sight of it. I'd hate to have to call that one, but it looks like it was her first foul anyway.
yeah, Schmidt and Grosinger laughing about it as they wait for Olsen to shoot the free throws. Grosinger, nice looking athlete. Very athletic looking kid.
She comes, might not have agreed with the call, but she was laughing on the court and came skipping off the court. I love to see that type of play out on the court.
Well, let's hope they keep that lighthearted demeanor through the playoffs and into March. That's when things get a little more serious, a little more chippy, as Olsen does the same thing she did earlier. Reaches in as soon as they cross the timeline.
I got a feeling she might be coming out. That's number 3.
Yeah, definitely, as Mullins checks back in.
And with 4:30 left, I'm guessing she's not going to be back on the court this half.
No, I think that's a safe bet. 31-18, Comets have the lead. 4:34 to go in the first half, as that was Dahlberg on the miss. Schmidt has it now. Sievert back to Schmidt, but it's picked off. Number 20 up with it and in, and that is Marski, the coach's daughter, Jalen Marski, a sophomore rather. That one is an ill-advised pass across court from the Comets' Grassman. Turnover. Dahlberg now stirs. Nice pass down low to Stirs. Looking for some daylight. Kicks it back out. That's Martsky with it now. Back down to Stirs, up. No contact and no good. As here comes Sievert. Fires it over to Schmidt, top of the key. Around the horn they go. Deep three, Grassman, no good. Baraboo with it in the paint. There's a fight and a jump ball. Fight for the ball, and this time it's going to stay with the Comets.
Baraboo's definitely getting her hands on the ball on these rebounds. I kind of anticipated she'd probably be the leading rebounder, and so far I dare say this first half she is.
Yep, and right on cue she shuffles her feet for a turnover. Wasn't much, but it was enough. This is not the NBA young lady. 31-20, 3:28 go first half. Stirs brings it down. Becca Stirs, the sophomore, and gets it over to, and there's too much hand checking that time. Dahlberg tries to find a little daylight along the baseline, and a little too much hand checking there. Was that Moans?
Yes, looks like it's her second. So the other one just kind of got to play a little carefully here for the last 3 minutes.
Dahlberg to the stripe. Toes it, eyeballs it, and in. 10 team fouls on the Crickets, 9 on the home team Comets, so they're both going to be in the double bonus here. 3:17 to go first half. Second one is also good. So Cameron Dahlberg, the junior, starting to get her name in the scoring column. And it's going to stay with the Comets down here. Peyton Sievert getting more time than I thought she was going to get and earning it. She's doing a great job. Grassman now, skip pass all the way back to Sievert. Dribbles in, floats one up, and is fouled. That one's going to go on Stirs, and Sievert toes the line for her first attempt at a free throw.
That Stirs' second.
Kylie Cherney set to check in, number 1 for the Comets. And in and out. Cherney comes in, and that's going to take Baraboo out of the game. Kylie Cherney, another good track athlete. This team's loaded with track athletes. Good jumper. Second one is no good. Cherney right away gets a rebound and then throws it away. Cherney did everything right up until she threw the ball to the other team.
Yep. It was a good rebound. We had to extend her arm out there and keep it in bounds, but the turnover cost her.
And she is long and lanky. And up and good. Nice looking pass. Hard foul, but it still went in. Nice looking shot, I should say, from Martsky.
Well, and if I'm correct, that was on Bridget Moans, and that's her third.
I think it was. And she's definitely going to sit down with 2:44 to go first half. 31-24. Comets have the lead, and after that missed free throw, they get the rebound to the Crickets and lose it, and it's going to go the other way. That was number 40, Ludischer, that went up with it.
I think Schmidt got her hands on that one, and then when it came down, she kind of fought for it, and it went off the Crickets.
And there's another jump ball about to take place, and it is. And it's going to be Crickets ball. 31-24, 2:30 to go first half. Cameron has the lead. I'm not going to say a comfortable lead yet, Dave, because they've stalled out a little bit here in the last few minutes on offense. Stirs with a nice move, crossover, no good. And that's going to be a foul. No, a jump ball.
Ooh.
Thought for sure that somebody was over top of the...
I think they must have took the height into a factor on that one.
They must have. Over the little water bug there, Sievert. All right, here we go. Cameron ball. Fall Creek in that zone, and who hit that one? Moans.
That's her third 3 of the night.
Bridget Moans lighting it up from downtown already, 34-24, back to 10 points.
But she's got to be
155.
careful out there on defense.
.24 Winsend into the ball game for the Cricket. She's got it. Nice pass, nice shot, in. Cameron Dahlberg, the beneficiary of a nice pass from Winsend. And another shot from Moans is good. Bridget feeling it. Her friends and fans on the bench coming unglued there on that one. And Bridget's looking like she's done it before. She's not celebrating.
Bridget has 13 of the Comets points already.
Martsky dribbles, Winson, head fake, up, left hand, no good. And a fight for it. Comets come up with it. Here comes Sievert. All the way around. Who's this? That's Grassman, no good. Good looking shot, just didn't get it. As we've got a player down. And it's going to be an ankle as number 10, Sturs, hits a 3. And Kylie Cherney in some obvious pain on the offensive end as they're going to tend to her, and we are going to take a quick timeout and hear from some sponsors. Once again, We Are Network. Jay and Dave on the mics, 37-29. Comets, 35 and change to go, 35 seconds and change to go here in the first half. All right, welcome back here, Cameron High School Gymnasium. Girls High School basketball. You probably saw that Kylie Cherney was carried off the floor. Her ankle looked like she was in some pain. So, back in action here, 20 seconds to go, first half. As Baraboo has it for the Comets, dribble, penetrate, left hand, no good. Rebound comes down by Martsky, and here she comes, loses the handle on it. And now there's a bit of a scrum, and not going to be a jump this time. I think they're going to call.
I think it's going to be on Sievert.
I think they're going to call Sievert. Yes. Well, we said we'd hear that a few times this season. We've heard it a couple times tonight. Sievert very aggressive. Is that Sturs going to the stripe? It is. Becca Sturs, the senior. One of 3 seniors on the varsity roster. And one of 2 that's getting some time is number 22, comes in for the Comets. That's Ava Lusson, number 22. The sophomore is Ava? Nope, she's a senior. Yeah. Time flies for us old dudes. As Sievert has it now. Ball is tipped away. Lawson fouled. So Ava's going to get to see the free throw stripe here early on. 37-31. They've crept back into it. These Fall Creek Crickets are tenacious.
Well, they're definitely not giving up, and that's good to see, but they have been a solid basketball team for years.
Yeah, they've got some good athletes coming through down there at Fall Creek.
Yep, they got a good program. There's no doubt about that. Coach is doing something right down there, that's for sure.
Ava get some encouragement from her teammates as she finds iron on that one, as Stirs is going to take a seat. And Haynes back in again for the Crickets. Second one is going to be short. It's going to be an air ball. And we're going to go the other way.
It's actually Stirs' third foul for the Crickets, so they might have to limit her playing time here a little bit, but we're at nearly the halftime. But
2.2 on the clock, and that's not going to be in time, and it's no good anyway. 37-31, your halftime score here on the We Are Network. And we'll hear a couple of commercials. We'll come back. We'll talk. Dave and I have got to fill a little bit of time here talking about girls high school basketball and whatever comes to mind. David, keep it clean. All right, here we go. Let's hear from Air Force.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Welcome back, everybody, at Cameron High School Gymnasium. We Are Network. Cameron Girls High School Basketball, the Fall Creek Crickets in town, and the home team hanging on to a slim lead. Honestly, this was starting to get out of hand, I thought. I think were up to 12 points, and now it's 37-31 as we tick down halftime here. Dave, what do you got to say for yourself?
Well, something we got to think about for the Comets in the second half is Bridget Moans has 3 fouls, as does Bailey Olson. And it's only going to take 2 more, and they're not going to be playing, and those are 2 key players here for the Comets. Bridget Moans with 4 threes in that first half alone, 13 points. And Inez Schmidt pretty much been on fire at the free throw line. She's had an excellent first half. But she's been playing foul-free, so that's good to see. Aggie Schmidt, on the other hand, she's got 2 fouls, came out just on fire scoring. Had the first 6 points for the Comets, and her defense and offense kept up, but she stopped scoring there. And a Baraboo with 2 fouls. So them are ones to keep an eye on in foul trouble. On the other side of the basketball, Becca Stirs is the only one with 3 fouls. So the Crickets in a little bit better shape. I got to say, in the first half, what impressed me the most when the Comets were putting kind of a press on, the Crickets really moved the ball down the basketball court very effectively with minimal turnovers. And then the Comets kind of backed off and picked them up at half court. And I think that was a smart coaching move because they play an excellent half court defense.
Yeah, and I was going to mention for underclassmen, they really handled themselves well and moved the ball well. But you know what? Cameron Comets, you can say the same thing. There's a lot of young girls on the floor, freshmen on both teams, one starting, sophomores. There's only a couple of seniors on both of those squads. So things looking bright in the future for both of these teams. I should mention, too, though, Dave, that their leading scorer from last year, and she was a force, Jasmine Hoyer, a senior, number 44, not in the game tonight, and she's not going to be in for a while. She injured her knee last April, I talked to the coach about it. He said they're hoping to get her back this season, but there are no guarantees. That must have been a fairly serious injury if it's been, 6-7 months and she's still dealing with it.
Well, and the Crickets, as good as they look, you add an element like that. I can't believe in this first half they might be in at halftime with the lead. Mm-hmm. So that is a huge blow to the Crickets to not have that player out with them. To start the year, hopefully somewhere during the year she's able to come back, for a playoff run for them, because they're going to be a tough team again this year.
Yeah, that is a tragedy when something like that happens, and you got a young lady or any athlete that's, possibly next level good, and then something like that happens. But that's why it takes so much to get to that next level. And I don't care if it's Division 1, 2, or 3 in any sport. It takes so many ingredients. And, I hear a lot of young athletes and parents especially talking about their child, Division 1 this, Division 1 that. In the 35 years I've been teaching, I think I've seen 3 Division 1 athletes in 4 different schools. That's how hard it is. And it takes luck. It takes, obviously, skill. It takes support. And then it takes the right attitude. And, boy, if you've got one of those ingredients missing, or you're just, like I said, unlucky, you get injured, there's so many things. So when you see these athletes that are, playing on Saturdays or on Sundays on TV, they are the best of the best.
There's no doubt about that. The ones I've seen, being in the Cameron community for so long, come out, being the coach being one of them. When I watched her in high school, you knew she was somebody that lived on the basketball court. I don't think she ever took a day off, and I don't care what season it was. And her dad, right by her side, coaching her through the years, and he's still actually by her side, assistant coaching here, and that's great to see. He worked with the kids last year. I know my daughter just absolutely loved him and how he brought so much knowledge to the coaching staff, and I'm glad to see him back helping out a little bit this year again.
Yeah, and it just kind of proves that point about how many ingredients it takes, to have parental support. And so many athletes don't have that, or, don't have a support system that helps them get to the next level. But did you know when you watched her back in the day that she had the chops to be D1, and then not only be D1 but excel?
Well, I tell you, the thing I thought that hurt her the most is she wasn't super tall. She's coming in that 5'8" area, but she had one of the best looking basketball shots I've ever seen. And she makes that shot from anywhere, and if she's even close to open, she's going to make it. And then when she drove to the basket, she just floated through the air, and she was almost impossible to guard.
I'm guessing, and this is just a guess, but I think it's a safe bet that her basketball IQ was off the charts.
There's no doubt about that. And it's fun to watch her work with the kids because I couldn't stress it enough when I coached through the years, and she says the same thing. The fundamentals are so important, and you talk about somebody that came into the gym and just started shooting the basket, who was a great three-point shooter, but she started right underneath the basket. And she shot, and she shot, and she shot, and kept working her way out. But she didn't come out here and just start shooting threes, and that's all she did. When she started warming up, I'd watch her, and she started right below the basket. Mm-hmm. And it was fundamentals. And there's somebody, and I can't stress them enough to the youth coaches out there and the kids. I know it's not fun. I know it's hard to coach, but you need to be able to dribble both hands. You need to have truly the shot formed down, and the sooner you get those fundamentals down, the better that athlete's going to be.
When you say that, being able to dribble with both hands, I remember when my son was in basketball, and he said, Dad, it was probably midsummer, early spring, whatever it was, and he said, what can I do to be better in basketball this fall? And I said, start doing everything with your left hand. Eating, open the door, I don't care, brush your teeth, I don't care what it is. Do everything with your left hand. Now, this was advice coming from a track guy. I did not play basketball. But I don't think he wanted to be that good, because I never saw him doing anything, including dribbling with his left hand. But I remember when he was in 6th grade and they had such good teams and the traveling teams and he couldn't wait for varsity basketball, I said, enjoy this because this might be the glory years. And sure enough, it was. He got into high school and loved football, loved baseball, but So, yeah, you never know, you kids out there. Enjoy where you're at. All right, we're ticking down 10 seconds and counting down here. Second half of basketball, Cameron High School Gymnasium, the Cameron girls versus the Cameron Comets girls versus the Fall Creek Crickets. Both of these squads, as I mentioned, coming off really good seasons last year. They made a good deep run into the WIA playoffs. Cameron will have the ball to get started. Again, Jay and Dave on the mic. We Are Network on a cold and windy Tuesday, late November Eve. All right. Well, 6-point ball game. And it's still a 6-point ball game as that one goes off the rim. One of the few misses for Grosinger. And that's going to be a travel. A little extra movement with the Tootsie Toes there. 37-31, 17-41, just underway here, second half.
Looks like both teams coming out with the starters they started in the first half. Again, the caution flag with Cameron. They got 2 in foul trouble.
Comets playing a matchup. Defense, man. Is that politically correct? Can I say a man-to-man at a girls' game?
Well, I think that's what they actually call the defense, so I think you're safe.
All right, deep three, no good. Rebound, stirs, up. There's that senior experience. She knows how to handle herself around the hoop. We're down to a 4-point ball game now. Comets still have the lead. They have the ball. 17 minutes to go in the ball game. Deep three, that's going to be long and tracked down by the Crickets. An opportunity to trap her there in the corner, but they lay off the Comets. Nice pass and a nice running hoop. I better get my glasses on, Dave, so I can see who made that one. That was number 2, wasn't it? Or 20?
I thought it was number 20.
It was 20. And that one's good from Moans. This time she looks at the bench, gives a little smile. How many threes does she have? Do you have that?
She's got 5.
5, wow.
4 in the first half. So
I'm going to guess she never had 5 threes last year in a game.
I don't recall, but I'll say this. She did hit some threes last year. So I'm not surprised to see her out shooting.
Aggie Schmidt back in the ball game for the Comets. With her foul trouble, that's going to be deep from Olsen, no good. Schmidt with the rebound. Aggie sees her sister, decides not to pass it in. Moans will back out. And they're moving the ball really well now. No shot clock, let's take our time. Moans is going to do it again, not this time. Oh my goodness. Saved back in by Baraboo. And ball bounced around, ends up with the Crickets, and here comes number 14 across the timeline. That would be Kurz and a foul.
Baraboo ran down the lane with her there and picked up her 3rd foul.
So that foul on Anna, and that's going to put, geez, they have these ponytails, Dave. They cover up their number. Regardless, she misses. That's number 14, Kurtz, and probably messing up Stirs and Kurtz, and they happen to be right next to each other in the program. And when you glance at them, they look exactly the same. And the second one's up and good. All right, nice crossover dribble there. Aggie back out. Bridget. Wonder if Bridget's going to tame down now that she threw up an air ball. All right.
I hope not. Her percentage is still high.
Yeah, she's cooled off a little bit as that one goes out of bounds and is going to stay with the Crickets then. Still only a 4-point lead, 40-36, 15-16 to go. The Comets still have the lead, but it's by a thread. Marsky now over to Kurtz. I apologize for butchering her name earlier, Mom and Dad, if you're listening. Hopefully they're here. Grosinger now, and she throws it away. Here comes Schmidt. She's got somebody up ahead. Nice pass. It was about one beat too late, but she did thread the needle there. Shot up, no good. Baraboo with the rebound. She gets it ahead. Now they've got numbers. She's going to go all the way this time. Little bump, nothing called. Out of bounds. Boy, I didn't see a Fall Creek girl touch that ball.
It almost looked like instead of calling a foul, they went with the out of bounds.
Except the out of bounds was off the white team, I thought.
I kind of thought it was, but he had a better angle down there than I
Yeah,
did
well, I'm
up
in the
here,
cheap
so,
seats and I wear glasses, so what do I know? And I don't have a striped suit. All right, Schmidt. Boy, she's really aggressive. This time loses the handlebar. Here come the Crickets. Fast break points, no good. As Bridget never fully had it, lost it out of bounds.
It's like everybody's a little bit excited here in the second half.
Yeah, they're starting to play like it's the first game of the year, Dave. There's another turnover. Schmidt, no good. The freshman, Agi, up ahead now. And Olsen hustles and tips it out of bounds. That was going to be a sure two from Grosinger. Grosinger, the tall sophomore. I believe she's a sophomore, yes, number 34. She's going to inbound the ball here under their own hoop. In, up, no good, and fouled. Baraboo with another cheapie. That's going to send.
Looks like
Kendall Haynes to the stripe. Yeah, sophomore.
But she had herself positioned in the right place at the right time to grab that board and go right back.
Free throw is good. Not a textbook delivery on that free throw, but it went down, and that's all that matters. Toes the stripe for a second one. That one looks better and is in. 2-point lead, Dave. Here we go. Going to have a ball game. 14 minutes to go in this one. And it's only a 2-point lead by the Comets as they pass it around. Agi Schmidt now dribble, penetrates, kicks it back out. And then that's Schmidt that finds an opening. Around the horn they go. Back to Inez. Deep threat there from Olsen, but she doesn't take it. Schmidt will. No good. Her sister gets the rebound. No daylight, throws it away. Here come the Crickets now. Kurtz. And I did mess that up. Stirs, Becca Stirs, number 10 in. And we got a tie ball game and a timeout called by the Comets. We're going to keep it here and catch our breath a little bit here. 40 apiece, 13 to go. Fouls right now, 2 on the home team Comets, none on the Fall Creek Crickets yet.
Well, I knew Fall Creek early wasn't going to go away. You know, they're a tough team, and they're going to battle the entire game. And they've worked their way right back into this, and the momentum is on their side in the second half. I'll say that.
I'll be honest with you. When it was, 32-20, I thought, or 30-18, whatever it was, 12-point lead. And I thought, here we go. I thought the second half might be a sleeper, but I was wrong, and we've got 40 apiece. I don't know if it's so much that Fall Creek picked up the pace. The Comets have gone a little cold.
Fall Creek, I definitely am impressed with their passing. They make that extra pass down there, and they really look good on that end. And 34 has been fun to watch. She got a block down here on the other end on Schmidt, who's not easy to block. So she definitely...
Becca Stir is also impressive, number 10, especially around the hoop for a girl that doesn't have a lot of height. Schmidt now The freshman surveys Siebert back in. The older Schmidt to Moans is going to go up. Fouled and the hoop. Good aggressive move there on the baseline by Bridget.
She's got 18 for the Comets already, so definitely.
She's got a bucket full of 3-pointers for sure. And that one is no good. Grosinger rebound, and here come the Fall Creek Crickets, trailing by 2. Easy bucket, no. Second chance, good. Gets her own rebound, does Marsky, the coach's daughter. Schmidt dribbles down, catches everybody sleeping, but she misses the rebound, or misses the free throw rather. A little bit wild here as a hard foul. Yeah, if you're going to foul them, make sure they don't make it, right, David?
Well, I mean, I truly don't think she was trying to be as aggressive as that looked. I think she was going up for the block, and Aggie was right there, and I think it looked a little bit worse than it actually was meant to be. But
yeah, well, she's got a height advantage there and long arms. Aggie Schmidt toes the line. Gets a second look to Schmidt. And into the lane was Moans early, but they didn't say anything about it, I think because it was a missed free throw. And a turnover at Crickets. Here comes Bridget. Bridget surveys, ball's tipped away. It's going to stay with the Comets.
Well, I must have missed a foul because 34 is on the bench now with 4 fouls. So that's definitely, I think, going to be a factor here in the game. She's been a force underneath, but
the Comets getting a little taste of their own medicine with quick hands.
Martsky down there on the other end has found herself wide open under the basket a few times. I'm not sure what's going on with the Cameron defense down there, but she's finding a way to get open.
Well, Cameron's been running full bore. They might be running out of a little bit of gas here. Let's just keep an eye on that. And this is what I'm talking about. They do not waste any time getting down the floor. Schmidt, I thought there was a foul, no, but Schmidt's up with another 2. Inez Schmidt. Here comes Stirs with the ball. Nifty movement and can't finish. Gets the rebound, up. Can't finish, up. Left-handed in.
Wow.
So Stirs padding the rebound stats. I think she had 3 of them there. Gets the hoop, gets the harm. We're tied up 44 apiece as Tessa Schrader comes in. And Martsky, the coach's daughter, going to have a seat. She's had a good second half so far. As Becca Stirs, the senior, toes the line, hits it, and that's the lead. That's the first lead of the game for the guests. At 11:25 to go in the ball game. And it got a little more quiet in here, David.
It definitely did. I'm still working on figuring out what defense Cameron is running on the other end.
And that's another turnover from the reach, and then another turnover the other way. No, Stirs has it. Nice pass, up ahead, left hand, good. 4-point lead now, 3-point lead.
Yeah, again, the Crickets pass the ball well down the court.
That one's blocked. Schmidt up with it, she's fouled. Aggie Schmidt aggressive. 47-44. The Crickets have the lead, 10:46 to go in the ball game. And Aggie Schmidt going to shoot a pair. Fouls are even 3 apiece. And that one is off the back iron, no good. Grassman, is that coming in for the Comets? It is. And I know, check that. That is Bridget. Is going to have a seat. Bridget Moans. She's been the spark plug here in the ball game tonight. That one's no good from Schmidt, and Crickets have the rebound. Dahlberg over to Kurtz. Dahlberg loses it. Here comes Schmidt. Pass up ahead to her sister. Up and in. We're going to hear that more and more, Dave. The assists, sister to sister.
Well, and both of them, great speed, great ball handlers. I think that's going to be a combination we're going to watch for the next 2 years, hopefully.
46-47. The guests still have the lead, the Crickets. As Dahlberg surveys, gets it over, up and in. Number 22, that's Haynes. Haynes in the ball game, getting her name in the books. And here comes Inez. She's going to pop it. No. And fouled on the rebound is Baraboo. I think that one went on Haynes, yeah?
Looks like it's on Kurtz, number 14.
And the officials agree with you. Number 14 with the harm. Kurtz, Lauren. Baraboo up and no good. Three-point lead, 49-46. Fall Creek has the lead. And Anna cuts into it. 49-47, 9:54 to go. Martsky is back in the ball game, and she's going to pass it in to Sturz. Becca Sturz, the senior, having a good game tonight. Dahlberg now, top of the key. Tries a tough pass inside, and it's going to be a turnover. That's Schroeder in the ball game for the Crickets. Couldn't handle that one. Aggie Schmidt dribbles it across the timeline, gets it to her sister. She surveys, kicks it back to Olsen, back to Schmidt, and going to have a reach or a travel. It's going to be a reach. There's a little bit of a ticky-tack. Number 10.
Yeah, that's number 4 on her.
That's 4 on Sturz, the floor general, and she is going to come out. 14 ready to check back in.
Very important person on the Crickets offense.
To Schmidt. Aggie dribbles into trouble, and it's going to be a jump ball. Haynes stood her ground and able to wrestle the ball away, and it ended up being a jump ball. So as we said, Sturz is going to have a seat. And that is Kurtz in the ball game. And Moans is coming back in for the Comets. As Grassman has a seat. So the Schmidt sisters, Baraboo, Olsen, and Moans on the floor. Pass goes into Moans, no good. Here come the Crickets. Crickets patient. They're going to toss that one up. No good. That was from Dahlberg. And another jump ball. That one is going to be Crickets ball, I believe. It is. So, like I said, they're getting their own medicine, these Comets, because the Crickets are getting their hands in the meat grinder several times here. And a near turnover. It is a turnover, and it's going to be a foul on number 14, the Crickets, Kurtz. 6th team foul now, only 3 on the Comets.
And that's number 4 on her as well. couple of their key players now running into that 4 fouls.
And number 40 is going to come in, Ludescher. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. I'll try several different times, several different pronunciations. One of them's got to be right, David.
Well, we're going to hope so anyway.
All right. Schmidt to Schmidt. Inez. Moans. Bridget gone a little cold here, second half. And that's going to be a nice save by Inez. Good hustle. Olsen has it. Moans is going to pump it up. That's going to be long. Rebound, Baraboo. No good. Baraboo again, this time fouled. Anna gets her own rebound. And enough contact to put her to the stripe. The aforementioned Ludescher on the foul. It's going to be 2 for Anna. First one's good. 49-48, 1-point ball game. Fall Creek still has the lead. 8:16 to go in this second half. Anna toes the line, eyeballs it, and no good. This time, Ludescher down with it. Across to Dahlberg. And we're going to have an offensive foul away from the ball. I missed it. I'm going to call that on Schroeder, I believe.
And
it was, and that's her fourth. I did not see it. Did you see the foul?
I did not.
All right, well, we play on. Schmidt. Moans finds some daylight, doesn't take it. Aggie Schmidt back to her sister, up, no good. Anna, no good again, gets a rebound. They kick it around a little bit, and it comes out to the Crickets. Oh boy. Thought we had a turnover there, but we play on. Nice pass inside, up, good. Haynes with a nice move and a good look from the perimeter player. Wide open and good is Moans. How many is that, 6 for her?
That is her 6th 3.
Tie ball game, 51 apiece. This feels like March, David. Two good teams tie late in the game. Crowd into it. And that's going to be a turnover. Baraboo, and she's going to be fouled hard, and it's going to go to the stripe. Schrader with a hard foul.
And that's
good
her
foul.
5th.
And she's going to be sitting down. John Griffith raises his hand there at the scorer table. The big Griff, as I like to call him. Can't call him that anymore. He's lost quite a bit of weight, John. 14 coming in to replace her, Kurtz. One of the starters, I believe, yes. All right, Baraboo. Bridget forgot that this is going to be 2 shots regardless. Gets herself into the stripe and gets boxed out, and everybody else stood still. But that free throw does give the home team the lead, 52-51, 6:52 to go. And another timeout. This time we're going to hear from one of our sponsors. Again, the We Are Network, girls high school basketball, Cameron Comets, Fall Creek Crickets. Come back and join us after a short message from Air Force.
Everyone knows me as Maddie, but here I'm Master Sergeant Hefner.
Can't stop this. Ha. Let's go.
This is my life in the Air National Guard.
You can't stop this. Never.
All right, after that timeout, we're back here, Cameron High School Gymnasium. We got a barn burner, 52-51. Comets have the lead. The Crickets have the ball, 6:40 to go in this one. And a deep three, no good, and Schmidt has it, and she's going to go. Sees her sister up ahead, some contact, nothing. Olsen back to Agee, back to Inez, skip pass, Olsen. Thought Olsen would pop that one when she gets a little daylight, but they're moving the ball well. She shuffles her feet, does Agee, and that's going to be a travel. Good call. Not much, but it was there.
Nope, definitely a little movement there on the pass. A little bit of excitement, I think, in the first varsity start. For freshmen out there doing a great job tonight.
Nice pass. And bucket's going to count. Nice pass inside to Ludischer, and she hits it. Bucket's going to count. That puts the Crickets back in the lead, 53-52. And she's going to get one here.
Yeah.
Who was that one on, Dave?
Bridget Moans, and that's her fourth.
Uh-oh.
So, 3-point shooter is in foul trouble now.
Avery makes the most of that. A 2-point lead. Bridget in foul trouble. That's not going to be good for the Comets. Olsen passing up some deep threes that I've seen her take before. She's a little too far out now. Moans in. Good defense by the Crickets. Back out Olsen. She'll shoot this one. That's going to be long. And the Crickets have it, and here they come. Martsky with it. Gets it over to Kurtz. Kurtz back to Marsky. Check that. Yeah, that's Martsky, number 20. Coach's daughter. Kurtz now. Martsky, around the horn they go. Number 22, top of the key, is Haynes. She gets it down. Open look and good off the glass for Dahlberg. Cameron Dahlberg, the junior, hearing it from the visiting crowd. And we're going to have another timeout. Cameron, full timeout called by the coach, and we'll hear from Air Force. You know what, David? Let's stay here.
Well, I think, if I'm right, that's the biggest lead of the night for the Crickets. 4 points.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 56-52. The Crickets have the lead.
Comets have the ball, but they're definitely going to have to start scoring here and be careful with the fouls.
Now that they put the halftime countdown on the scoreboard, I can't remember how much time was left in the ball game.
Well, I think it's just under 6 minutes. The Comets had 37 points in that first half, and so far they only got 15 in the second. So,
and the Comets will be shooting the bonus. 8 team fouls on the guests, only 4 on the home team Comets. As we get ready to get underway after that timeout called by Coach Wanek. 56-52, 4:49, so just under 5 minutes to go here. The Comets are going to have to find some offense. Bridget Moans will throw it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Schmidt as she tears it away from the defender. Fall Creek up, no good. That was Haynes, I believe. And it's going to be a turnover. That was Martsky, not Haynes. Olsen now. Schmidt back to Olsen. You know Olsen's going to factor in with a deep shot here at some point. Here come the Crickets. Kurtz now. That's over to Martsky. Martsky dribbles in. Nice pass underneath. Good. Nice pass underneath from Martsky to Ludischer. Avery's got, I think 3 points, David, or 5 as Olsen dribble penetrates and hits 2. 58-54, 3:42 to go. Fall Creek, they're starting to run out of gas. Both these squads slowing down just a touch. Left-handed, no good. Baraboo has it, gets it ahead. Schmidt, easy layup, up and good. Aggie Schmidt finds her sister Inez Schmidt. Both of them outstanding runners. They beat everybody down the floor there. Easy 2-point lead now. Fall Creek as Kurtz dribbles out top, picks up her dribble. Tough pass, dribble penetrate, no good. Looking for a foul was Haynes as we got somebody down, and that's Bridget Mones. And she is in pain, Coach.
Not good to see with any athlete, that's for sure. But it's definitely a key to their offense and defense right there, and that's something you really hate to see.
Yes, and we're going to take a timeout here for that injury, and we're going to hope that Bridget is going to get up and walk out on her own accord here. But let's hear from a sponsor, and we'll be right back here on the We Are Network, Cameron High School Gymnasium. And boy, it is quiet in here now. Well, Bridget did get up and walk off on her own power as Olsen tries a deep 3, no good. Schmidt with it. Over to Sievert, she'll shoot it, no good. Schmidt up, good. So Inez cleans up the garbage there. And good news on the far end of the court, I can see Bridget Mones putting a lot of weight on that ankle, as that three-pointer's no good from the Stirs. No, that was Dahlberg, and it's going to be Comets ball. And Dave and I are just guessing, based on how she walked off the court and how she just walked into the training room, she might be dealing with a cramp.
I kind of thought that when I seen how fast she was walking off. I'm suspecting her ankle or something isn't hurting.
Sievert again hits it. Peyton Sievert. Looks like she's done it before, doesn't even bat an eye. That's a big one, 61-58. Now the home team has the lead again. We knew somebody was going to hit a big shot. My money was on Olsen, but Sievert.
Well, Sievert to come off the bench and hit a big 3 like that, that's huge.
Sturz goes up with it and is fouled, the senior. That foul was on Schmidt, I think. Aggie. 61-58, and we're down to 1:48 to go in this one as Becca Sturz hits that one. Ice water in the veins of the senior. 61-59. Comets have the lead, but it is tenuous as she hits their second one. Well, we got a 1-point ball game and a timeout. We're going to stay right here. 61-60. Home team Comets have the lead. 1:48 to go. What a game.
It's been fun to watch. A lot of good passing, a lot of tenacious defense. Kind of what I was hoping to see. And unfortunately for Aggie Schmidt there, she has picked up her fourth.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of key players in foul trouble on both ends of the floor. But I do not see Bridget Moans coming out of that training room. She walked in with her shoe off as if that foot didn't hurt. So that's really promising.
Good. I was glad to see that. Because when they first go down holding that foot ankle area, that could be anything.
Yeah, I thought she's probably, based on where it was, that she stepped on somebody's foot. Probably the most common basketball injury there is. But the fact that they took her shoe right off and she walked off the court, whatever it was, it hurt. Because she's a tough kid and she had some pain going there.
For the Crickets, right before that foul, Grusinger came back in the game, and she's been a force offensively and defensively as a sophomore this entire game, and I see she's back out there and ready to play. So she could definitely be a factor here in the final 2 minutes.
Joanna Grosinger, number 34, back in the game, as Dave mentioned. And they're going to put the pressure on the Comets. Schmidt has it. Gets across the timeline. Sievert back out. Olsen. Handoff back to Olsen from Schmidt. Olsen going to kill a little clock. 30. It's only a 1-point lead. Careful there. And that's going to go off of Schmidt. Good defense there by number 22. That's Haynes. And was able to knock it off of the leg, off the knee of Inez. All right, so here we go. They trail by one, the Crickets. Nice pass. And they're going to call a foul. Where? Nope, they're going to call her out of bounds. So Grosinger bulldozed her way for that rebound.
She did. I almost thought they were going to call a foul on her, but they didn't. They were battling for the ball. They let them play.
And I think it was a good play on, honestly.
It was, and I noticed again she got up after the call didn't go her way because of the out of bounds, and she right away kind of gave a tap to Schmidt and said, let's play on.
Yeah, you like to see it.
Good sportsmanship.
So as you see bottom left of your screen out there, 60-61, the Comets hanging on to that lead. And we'll have to wait until they count down to see how much time is left, but I think it was under a minute, wasn't it, David?
I think we're just over a minute, but I'm not certain. I got wrapped up in the play there and lost track of time.
That's the thing. When you're on this side of the mic, you start to just watch the game. And
I'm learning that quickly.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'm trying to keep some stats here, but in the heat of the battle, I'm losing track on occasion.
All right, here we go. Schmidt across the timeline. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. 1-point lead, Comets. They're going to have to call a timeout, and they do. Yeah, Coach Wanek squeaked that one in because that was going to be close.
I was waiting for the whistle, actually. I kind of thought they were in trouble on that one. It was going to be a turnover, but good timeout by the coach.
We're going to keep it here. I don't want to miss anything. We're under a minute now. I don't want to miss anything by going to a commercial, so we're going to keep it here. But I do want to thank our sponsors here on the We Are Network. I want to thank Bob Rombach for all he does. He's the main man. He's the brains, the muscle, the everything. And does a great job. Nice crowd here tonight, in spite of our first winter
For the
storm.
First, basketball game, and with tonight's weather and the forecast, I'm impressed with this crowd. This is a really great crowd, great support for both teams. There's a lot of people here on the Fall Creek side, and knowing the weather tonight, it's a little drive for them.
Yep, they got a little drive on the way home.
So,
hopefully everybody makes it back in one piece. It's supposed to start turning to white stuff somewhere around midnight. Did you see the temperatures coming up? Whew. I'm going to be ice fishing by the end of next week. All right, here we go. Schmidt inbounds to her sister. Nice pass. Sievert, foul. Oh, no. Oh, no. She stepped out of bounds.
She bounced it on the line.
Oh, boy. Well, good catch by the official. I did not see it. Well, 61-60, 57 seconds to go. Crickets trail. They've been taking good care of the ball here this second half. They're going to have to really do it now as Sievert goes for it and is called for the foul. Sievert lunged for that one, and that is the kiss of death at this point in the game. You got to keep in front of your person, man, girl. But she does pick up the foul. Bit of a cheapie. 30-second foul or 30-second timeout now by the Fall Creek coach, and we're going to keep it right here. Bridget Moans comes out of the training room. She's got a bag of ice, so she did twist that ankle. But she's walking on it really, really well, so I think this is going to be fairly minor. She's got a big smile.
Yeah, that's great to see.
We're not going to see her tonight, but we'll see her next time, I'm sure. Kylie Cherney also went out with a twisted ankle. I see her down at the end of the bench. She's always got a smile on her face, so I have no idea if she's hurt or not.
It's kind of hard to say. I know she hasn't been up for any of the timeout. She's got her foot up over there, so I guess we're just going to hope for the best.
Yeah, that one looked a little more severe.
It definitely did. So,
well, here we go. 44.6 seconds to go in this one. Home team taking a 1-point lead in the last half of the last 30 seconds of this ball game. Stirs has got it. Tries a pass, and Schmidt on her belly. Aggie Schmidt goes for it, knocks it out of bounds.
I think they're lucky Schmidt got her hand on it, because that was going right into Grusinger's hands right underneath the basket, and she's been very effective down there all night.
Grusinger's got the ball now. They're trying to get it to her, and she's going to go up with it. Little hop step, good. Nice shot. She's the real deal, number 34. 29 seconds, 1-point lead. Comets turn it over. Fall Creek with the lead and the ball. 62-61, 26 seconds to go in this one. Ouch. That one hurt as Olsen fouls Stirs. Becca Stirs, the senior, number 10, going to go to the stripe. This will be a 1-and-1. And yes.
Well, and she's made a pile of free throws on the night, so that's not the person you wanted to send to the line if you had a choice.
Well, good coaching there. They got the ball in the right person's hands. And she misses that one. Schmidt with it. Schmidt fights her way through. You got to take your time, girls. You got time. Olsen up. Good. Look for the contact. Didn't get it. She's got a 1-point lead for her home team, Comets. And wow, what a nice turn of events for the Comet fans. 63-62, 10 seconds to go, 10.8 to be exact. We're going to stay here.
I couldn't agree more. If I was at home, I definitely wouldn't want this to come back on late and miss a split second in this game, because every time we think it's almost over, it's a new game again.
That JV game also went overtime. It didn't go overtime, it just went long.
But
we came on the air a little late because of it, but the Comets squeaked out a win there. I think that was a 2-point win, if I recall.
That was, and again, the Comets had a pretty good lead in that one.
They did, yeah.
And the Crickets came back, again, well-coached, well-disciplined teams. They've always been tough. They're going to be tough again this year. That's for sure. And this is still with 10 seconds left, anybody's ball game.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So
I see some of the Comet boys basketball players made it to the gym. They're hoping to, well, you know, on paper it looks like a rebuild season, but they're hoping to make some noise in the heart of the North. Certainly have some talent, some height again, and I never would bet against Troy LaValle. All right, here we go. 10.8, 63-62. Comets have the lead. Fall Creek has the ball at the far end of the court, and here they come. Stirs has it, the senior. Dribbles in, steps, throws one up, no good. And now there's going to be a scrum, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Crickets with .2.
well, there's a lot of talk about this much time on the clock. Can you actually get a shot off?
It's got to be a tip-in type action at the hoop, I would guess.
I don't think it could be a catch and shoot.
They're going to wave it off. The officials are looking at each other. .2. And they say no.
Wow.
It's exactly what you said, David. They say you can't do it. You can't catch and shoot with .2, and that's what they did. And it comes down to...
I'll say this, if they'd have had a full half second, she had it.
She had it, no question.
But with
Crickets,
.2, she truly caught the ball, came down with it, you know, had her feet planted and went up.
It comes down to the clock operator and
Yep.
all kinds of things at that point. Yeah, that's a tough one, and I felt sorry for the Cricket girls. They had that look on their face, but
That was an awesome game and an awesome finish. That literally came down to a half of a second.
well, we sure appreciate you being here on the We Are Network. Jay Cornell, Dave Kuffel. Dave's going to be taking over the mic here in the play-by-play. Flying solo on the girls' team, girls' home games, I should say. And I'll be following the boys through on the We Are Network. And sure appreciate everybody tuning in. And if you are traveling, drive safe. Dave, what do you got to say?
It was a fun first night. Learned a lot, definitely, from Jay here. I appreciate him being here. I hope I can somewhat keep up with the job he did and commentate for you guys with Cameron girls basketball. I can't stress enough the safety for everybody tonight. And in the morning, if we don't have to leave home, let the plow guys get out there and do their job and make it a safe holiday coming up.
Well, we'll sign off. A narrow victory by the Cameron Comets here. In fact, it came down to the buzzer literally, but they come away with a, was it a 1 or a 2 point lead?
1 point win.
1 point win. All right. Have a good night, everybody.